What is going on YouTube? Hated back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Specifically in today's episode, what we're going to be talking about and looking at is a few different things in the continued correction that we are starting to see take place among most of the major cryptocurrencies. Now, besides that, if you guys haven't noticed, and if you watched yesterday's video, or if you didn't, you can clearly tell the background of my video is completely different than what you're probably used to, and I asked if you guys had any idea where I am, and I just want to answer that. I am on Long Island, or in Long Island, at my original studio where I was originally recording some of these videos after college, which is incredible here. Setup is still here, we're still using it, we're still kicking, things are doing well, and videos will be like this for the next couple days, and then I'll be back in Florida in the original, or in the OG, the one that you're used to, recording studio, which is totally cool. So I just wanted to update you guys on that, as to if you were questioning or confused about this background or what the heck is going on here. So just wanted to let you guys know that. But more importantly, and moving forward, lots of interesting things that we do have to go over and discuss in today's episode. As you guys can clearly tell, well, we did get stopped out on XRP, which is quite annoying if you ask me. However, we are still seeing potential. That doesn't necessarily mean like the trade is over. Yes, it is in the short term, but in the long term, there still is this big possibility to capitalize off this run. And that's literally what I think is going to happen here. It's just going to take a little bit here, but you can see the sideways trading right here, and then we saw this little swing back to moving average here, and this pretty much got us stopped out, which is fine for the moment being, but we are still seeing a lot of this consolidation sideways here, and truly, I think this is going to break. I really think this is not going to last, and that this is going to break in some sort of direction soon, and that's what we'll be talking about a little bit later today when we get in depth into here. We're also going to be looking at Ethereum, which, as you guys can clearly tell, is continuing its descent to the downside here, finally retesting moving average. We have Bitcoin doing the same exact thing, retesting moving average. And then we have the S&P 500, which is still consolidating, but I'm starting to notice like maybe there is like some sort of channel in some way forming here. You can definitely tell on the relative strength indicator that there is some sort of symmetrical triangle forming here. It's a little bit harder to draw on the actual price and the candles here, but I do believe that we are starting to see some interesting patterns. But with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, as you can see in regards to the cryptocurrency markets, in the past couple of days, we've been watching something quite peculiar, if you ask me. And you can see for the most part, we've been tracking a correction to the downside on most of the major cryptocurrencies here. Like if I zoom in, you can see it's been a lot of consolidation for the most part, actually. You can see here really quickly that we've had a lot of this sideways trading here within the sideways channel here, and that has slowly evolved into a much longer sideways channel. Started to notice symmetrical triangles breaking down, started this correction, this descent to the downside here, and then we were continuing to see the drop. And then as of just a couple of hours ago, yesterday when I made the video here, we started to see a lot of this interesting consolidation taking place over XRP, and we really have to focus in and look on these cryptos, and that's what I want to talk about for the most part in today's episode and go over all of this. Also, you can tell the allergies are getting a bit better because I took allergy meds, but you can see right here, top 10 cryptos, we are down 2.61% on the global crypto market cap at 1.10 trillion. And you can see we are starting to consolidate a bit lower here. We're continuing the descent, though. In regards to the past 7 days, though, down 10%, down 7.6%, down 6%, 7%, 6%, 8%, 14%. Like, things are getting nailed really, really, really hard, if you ask me. I also want to look at Pepe Coin, because we talked about this yesterday. And yet again, it's another pump and dump, as pretty much expected. Whether it was intentional or not, it doesn't matter. But it's the fact that once you get everybody involved in a cryptocurrency, it's usually the outcome that happens here, where we have the major rally up and then down, and it just naturally builds into what could be a pump and dump. Whether intentional or not, it doesn't matter, because when masses flow into it, people want to get in and get out, and that's just the outcome. A huge, beautiful break to the upside, and then a huge correction to the downside. We went at a high of a $1.7 billion valuation, now down to a low of 780, so literally halved itself, and it's continuing to halve itself. So just something to keep in mind as things are going crazy here. But you can see all in all, most of these cryptos are sliding down. And over the past 24 hours, we are seeing cryptos slide down. Now, it seems like, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB are sliding down faster and lower than XRP. Whether that means XRP has already hit its bottom or is going to follow suit, I'm not entirely sure. But you can see, looking at the XRP charts here, I want to just jump into the 4-hour, get maybe a better look here. It's definitely tough. And it's definitely difficult to kind of gauge this. We did have the original break inside the sideways channel here, figuring out where we would be moving to. And then eventually we broke through resistance here, confirmed a short position. And that's what we've pretty much, been taking advantage of here, not really seeing much profit at all. Like, we confirmed the buy-in once we closed below here at about 42 cents. And what's interesting and what's very peculiar, if you ask me, is at the time now we're seeing sideways trading. We're seeing the candle wicks, you can see here, or the candles show massive wicks to the downside, except for today, which had a major wick to the upside. The thing that's weird is we're seeing literally a bearish cross as I speak. There's a bearish cross forming on the daily charts right here. But at the same time that that's forming here, we're pretty much bouncing off the bottom support, the being oversold, the oversold level here. We're quite possibly could see a reverse rally back up. Now, I'm not entirely sure. It is definitely a difficult, assumption now because we have been stopped out. I'm not entirely sure as to what we're going to be seeing moving forward here. This is a support nonetheless that we are retesting. So I'm sitting this out. I just need a little bit more technical indicators here before we dive back into the markets here. Obviously, though, we have and are continuously doing all these trades on BidFi, which is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BidFi allows me to buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Everything you possibly think of is offered on BidFi. And the reason I use BidFi over other exchanges that maybe have other features that are better is because they offer XRP, which not many exchanges do. And as you know, we like to trade XRP on the channel. Not many exchanges offer that, except for BidFi. So that's why I pretty much stick with BidFi for the most part here. They offer everything else, including a demo account which lets you trade around with $100,000 in Monopoly money completely free and risk-free. So that means you can sign up to the exchange completely free with the link down in the description and then trade completely risk-free and get used to the platform. And then if you're ready, you can then move on to trading real cryptocurrency. And the perk about trading real crypto is they offer a welcome rewards bonus where you can earn up to $2,888 completely free as well. So not only can you sign up for free, trade around risk-free, then get rewarded with real bonus crypto, and then trade that and earn a real profit that you can do whatever you want with. So it's really cool the way, it's very simple the way they have this all set up. I highly recommend you check it out. Link is down in the description. There's also a sign up bonus down in the description as well, which you could check out. But moving forward from XRP and BidFi here, looking at things like Ethereum and Bitcoin, we might actually have to switch from XRP to Ethereum and Bitcoin in regards to possible trade opportunities here. Originally, it was XRP with the possible short. Now we're switching to potentially Ethereum and Bitcoin. And the reason I only say this is because of the correction to the downside here, and more so the fact that we've corrected to the downside and have retested and are retesting the moving average here. We're nowhere near oversold yet, though. We're trading at about 39 on the RSI, but we are inside of the moving average here. That's where things get interesting. We could very easily bounce off this and head to the upside. It's a very big possibility that that could happen here, and that's truly where my mind's going to. We had a major dump here, a major correction. We lost quite a lot, actually, in regards to overall drops. We dropped about 11.9 at a peak of 13% here. This would, to me, signal a correction might be done for right now, and we might actually consolidate off this. But not only that, we're retesting a very solid support level here in the past, which could also scream, hey, maybe it's time to consolidate, maybe it's time to pull back up. We don't know that for sure just yet, but you can see we are reversing off that. And it's about time we retest the moving average. Last time we were there was back in March. We had March, April, May, almost 3 months when you consider March 7th or March 9th to be when we retested it last year. So the fact that we're coming back to retest it again, maybe this is the support. Support's moved itself up here. Maybe this is the new bottom, and then we can reverse off this and head to the upside. Truly, it's where I think, because I'd be shocked if we break through it. I don't think that's really what the markets are intending for. A healthy recovery sounds more like it. Now, what's also interesting is we did have the symmetrical triangle on Bitcoin's 4-hour, which we were tracking here. We did say this was an opportunity to short, depending on the general direction we break through this. You could see we had a beautiful downtrend, beautiful uptrend, creating higher lows and creating lower highs, you can see it filled in and eventually filled in the gap here, and a decision had to be made. We broke through the price, the 4-hour moving average, fell to support, and then here we are correcting lower, but we are oversold yet again. So it is quite interesting though, but we are retesting a bottom here, and more so than just breaking through the support, which I was not expecting to see happen here. Granted, it happened last night, which screams another opportunity to short. More so, the fact is we're retesting the moving average, which is usually a signal of reversal. So honestly, I think very soon we'll have an opportunity to long this to the upside here. Very soon on Ethereum and on Bitcoin. XRP, I want to be a little more patient with this bearish cross happening right now, but the other cryptos don't look too bad. As for the S&P 500, this is where I think things get a little bit more complicated and interesting. There's definitely some sort of pattern that I'm not seeing here that I'd love for you guys to help me understand. Like maybe it's this. The problem with this is there's only 2 confirmations. We only have 1 and 2. And we only have 1 and 2. So this doesn't scream, confirmed yet. There's not much legitimacy here or solidity with this trade because there's only 2 confirmations. We need 3. If we can do one of these, then we know, okay, we're seeing some sort of symmetrical triangle. But we are using the moving average to withhold ourselves. There's a chance we might not break through that. But again, we probably have to fill this in. I think this is a pretty solid 4-hour, symmetrical triangle here, but I don't know, and I can't promise you anything just yet. Just the way this is looking, you can also see some sort of symmetrical triangle forming on the relative strength indicator 2 on the S&P 500. So there's a chance something big is coming. We just have to be patient and see. But ideally, I really want to know, is the higher low pattern over? Like you can see each time we head lower, it's higher than the last. So is this it? Did we retest it here? Or are we going to be pulling lower and this is it? We'll see the movement like this. Price falls, up, falls, up, falls, up. Here we are looking for another fall and then going up. I don't know. But regardless, I think overall in the next couple of weeks, we will be doing very well. And I think we are headed to the upside. So even though we have these small drops, I think we're headed to the upside anyway. But with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.